Hey everyone, Chag Chanukah Sameach, happy Chanukah. I am trying to speak a little bit more in Hebrew because some of you asked me and some of you told me they want to learn Hebrew, and I am all for educating people about my life, culture, and language because like I always said, Hebrew is one of the most ancient languages, the one that if you go on a time travel back through time in history, you could use modern day Hebrew and communicate with people 500, 300 like a long time ago. So hi, happy Hanukkah, Chag Chanukah Sameach, everyone. Okay, I see. Let's just like start by saying hello to people. So hello. I I think like I don't know if to say your names because you always make fun of me. But let's just like show some people who is saying hello. Hey Ram. Finally, some. By the way, Ram is also a name in Hebrew. So Ram mean like tall, high. So if you don't know what the meaning of your Hebrew name, now you do know. Okay, I see a lot of people um saying hello, happy Hanukkah. So this is thank you so much. I absolutely love the fact that you all came here to um listen about Hanukkah. So here's the thing. I decided to do this live stream and of course I'm gonna let y'all also join this live stream and like maybe join this live stream and ask questions and stuff. Please remind yourself that I am not a historian, I am not a politician, I am just a girl living in Israel, hence my username. That one is really girl. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Hanukkah. If you saw my previous video, I made one I think a year ago about the similarity and the differences between our holiday Hanukkah and the holiday in Bharat, the Diwali. So they're both festivals of light, which is amazing. Hanukkah has a lot of different origins to it. I'm going to tell you something that not a lot of actually not a lot of Jewish people who are not like who are secular, who did not grow up in Orthodox in a religion. I don't know, not grew up inside of the Jewish religion knows about. So several reasons why Hanukkah is a thing. Okay, let's start with the one that not a lot of people are aware of unless they're studying the Gemara, which is another book in the Jewish books. I don't know. It's just like it's a book that is telling about things that people have discussed about the Torah, our Jewish Bible, the Jewish Bible, not with the second part with Jesus and all this stuff. I'm rambling. Okay. Um, According to Judaism, we believe that God created heaven. We call it Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden. And then he created this guy. He created the world. And then he created the man and the woman. And then they made this sin. They had to leave the Garden of Eden, and they had to come here to Earth to live like us. When um when the first person is when the first person from this entire world, when Adam was getting close to the winter, he slowly saw that the days are getting shorter and shorter, and he got nervous because he was like, okay, the world is like going to end. This will be chaos. I don't know what to do. And he got really nervous. And then he sat and cried and begged for for around 8 days. I'm trying to like show all of my face in the camera because I'm moving a lot and just like I don't want you to see like half. So he was crying, and then he saw that the days are those exact days are the days that like the night is getting longer, and after that, it's like it's set. I mean, the nights are not getting longer and longer. So Adam said, "Okay, So this is an actual thing. It's not the end of the world is not coming. So ever since then, he made himself a reminder to show himself that this world, like something to remind him that this world is not ending. So he made him. So there is several versions of the story. This is why I absolutely love the story, because so many different groups of people in all over the world are kind of celebrating it. The Christian people, the Christianity already took something a lot of pagans, people who believe follow a lot of gods and like paganism and stuff already did. They took an evergreen tree, a tree that he is still green in the winter, and they put it in their homes to remind themselves that the winter is not the end of the world. We just lighting up candles just to spread the light, to make sure that, like, to remind yourself that the light is still exist in the world, and this is not like, even though it is winter, even though darkness is getting closer and closer, and the days are getting shorter and shorter, the light will come back. This is one of the main reasons why we are lighting up the candles. On top of that, around kind of around the same period of time, a lot of years later, there was the group called the Maccabees. Now, the Maccabees used to be here in where is modern day Israel. Hold on, I'll try to see when. Okay, it's 167 BC. So the Maccabees, let's call them the actual name of those people are the Hashmonaim. Thank you so much, by the way, for supporting this channel and to make a really cute sticker. Um, so those people decided, we were under kind of the ruling of Greece. You know what it's like when some other countries occupying you. I'm pretty sure the people of Baharat knows what I'm talking about. Not only under the British ruling. So we had a group here. They originally, like, they were really ethnically close to the people of Greece. This is why we call them the Greece, Yavan, Hayavanim, the people from Greece. But they're not originally like from Greece. Let's see if I remember what their name. They're from the they're close to Greece anyway. They work with them. Okay, they have the same ethnic thing. Um, they were ruling us here in Israel when it's like before Israel was a country. And then the Maccabees decided that they had enough. Our life got destroyed. We can no longer live as Jewish people, as the, you know, the Judaism that used to be then. We could not worship our God. We cannot do whatever we are doing. This is why the Maccabim, the Hashmonaim, decided to rebel against this. Now, a lot of people are saying they're small. They're like, their army was not that big of an army, in the army of the Greeks people, because, you know, they're part of an empire. Of course, there's so much more people there, and of course they can bring so much more, you know, backup and force. What they don't understand, what they didn't understand, was the fact that the Hashmonaim, the Maccabees, they lived here. Like I always say to people who are like having an opinion about Israel and Palestine or whatever, come see here. Like, don't just sit somewhere and say whatever you want to say. You need to see how things actually work here. Now the Maccabees, I know they're not a lot of soldiers. They didn't have a lot of weapons. What they did have was the fact that because this land was so holy to them and so important, they knew how to look at this land and think and know exactly where to like put themselves, to put themselves on top of a specific mountains. They put themselves next to a specific rivers. They put themselves, they knew, like, I don't know how to say it in English, like topography. Like they understand, to read the map of the area, like to see where are the most important places, um, and where they can create their bases, create their where they can they fight. So even though you're not a lot of people, you still when you're part of this when you're connected to the land, when you connected to the earth, and you know exactly what is type rock this is, what tree is this, how can you like survive in some type of whatever weather, it is so much more bigger and important than have a huge army. So this is one of the reason the Maccabees had like how they survived and how they fought, and how we um let's just make yes, they survive. And then there is a story about how they came to the temple that was destroyed, because again, people like to destroy your temple. I'm pretty sure people of Balad are already familiar with like, you know, getting your faith stolen from you and getting the holiest places absolutely destroyed. So they came there, they saw that like everything, all the tools and all the tools and stuff, I'm sorry for my English, all the tools and stuff was destroyed. But there was the menorah. The menorah, it's ah, let me just show you. It's not the menorah. It's kind of look like this. Um, this is kind of like supposed to be the temple. I hope you can see it. By the way, this is Hebrew. I brought this because I am going to explain about this um later. Wait, hold on. Um Guav, thank you so much for the huge sticker and for actually helping me you know, get this channel going and buy equipment for this channel. So the menorah is I don't know. It's like the tool. I don't know how to say menorah in English. It's like the tool to put to light up candles in it. Okay, I don't know. It's like some kind of a lamp, but you just like put. I feel so stupid right now. So here's the thing. I tried maybe to show Maybe I'll just show you pictures of the menorah. Hold on, my phone died, so I'm gonna light it up and then I'm gonna maybe show you if there's enough battery. By the way, yeah, my phone is still the shitty crazy phone, the one who is like this, like the terrible phone. Anyway, um so they wanted to light up the candles there because we believe that fire is important. Fire is the reason why, is another main reason why the human being evolved from the rest of the animals, because we learn how to use fire to our benefits. And this is why fire is such an important thing. So when they came there, they could not find an oil to light up the camera because, of course, when someone is trying to destroy your faith, he is destroying everything. So the group that was controlling us back then destroyed every single thing in the temple. But the Maccabees, after they finally freed the temple, they managed to find this small CAD. I don't know how to say CAD also. Oh my god, my English. Hold on. Let me Google translate um things. Let me Google translate words. Let's see how you say CAD. Okay, jog. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, so they found like a small thing where there was oil inside of it, olive oil inside of it, because this is how they used to light up the candles. Um and they said, okay, until we're gonna make sure we're gonna get until we can create more oil to make sure the light will never turn off in the temple, in the Jewish temple, we're going to use whatever we can right now. So they put the oil in the lamp, turn on the lamp, and they, according to the stories, the lamp held like the oil was, even though it was a really small jug, it lasted for 8 days. This is why we are lighting up our menorahs for 8 days. So this is why I wanted to show you. This this is a children menorah. We call it Chanukia. It looks like this. We got actually I got it from people from Chabad. I If you saw one of my previous videos that explains what is Bet Chabad, if you didn't saw it, go after this and saw it. I mean, and look at it so you'll know. Um, they got it from a store called I don't remember, but this is Chanukah Sameach, Happy Chanukah. I'm trying to let you see things in Hebrew. Okay, so we have this. This called the shamash. We put here the candle that we're lighting up within every candle. Now every day, because this miracle happened for 8 days, we're lighting up, and also because like there's the main 8 days when the night is getting longer, and after that it's set, we're lighting up candle every 8 day. Let me try to no, you cannot see this. I tried to like put it somewhere, but you cannot. Okay, never mind. So we have also this. This is, wait, hold on, different place. Nerot Chanukah. This is the candles of Chanukah. Here it just say bitzvaim shonim, in different colors. And let me just show you what's in it. So as you can see, there are candles inside, a lot of different candles with different colors. So what you're doing, you take in the color, you take in the candles, and you just hold on. I did not thought it will be um I did not thought I will do like a long explanation about it. So you see, you put candle here and another candle here. Now, every night, because according to Judaism, the day is starting from the night. It starts from the darkest, and then there is light. It's not ending with the darkness. The darkness is the beginning. In the beginning of the world, there was chaos. Darkness was ruling everywhere. So this is how, according to Judaism, our days are beginning from the night. So if someone is telling you like an entire day and he is religious, you need to like know that he is talking about from the beginning. This is why when I'm talking to you about Shabbat, our holy Jewish day, and I'm making food, like yesterday when I made food for Shabbat, and people ask me like, wait, but Shabbat, it's tomorrow. This is why, according to Judaism, the day began when the darkness is starting, and then there is light, and the day is ending when the darkness is coming back, because every day is like the creation of a new world, a new opportunities, a new everything. So every day we put in another candle. See, and I don't know why, but there is like a big deal about this of like you cannot put the same colors. It's not mandatory, it's just something you started as kindergarten and like as kids because like, you thought it's pretty, and right now is like a taboo. I don't know why. And also a lot of people like to put the colors of their favorite sports group and whatever. I just like to put a lot of different colors because I don't know, I think it's just like really colorful and very pretty. So see, every day you add another candle, and then you have a lighter. I don't smoke. I literally just I took it from my friend to show you this. You take a lighter, and then like I said, remember I say you don't light each candle. You light the one who's supposed to be wait, here. I don't know why you are not with everyone else. The one who's supposed to be here, who's supposed to sit on top. You light this, and then you light each and every one. Now the most important thing about those candles is that after you light up the candles, you cannot use those candles. Like I cannot if someone want to, I don't know, smoke or something, don't smoke. Smoking is bad. But if someone want to like light up a cigarette, he cannot like lean towards the candles. You cannot use those the light that is coming out from those candles to benefit something like cooking or whatever. We call it lir'otam bilvad. The only thing you need to do with those lights is to look at them and remember why you're lighting the candles. I am not like I'm not gonna light them right now because this is not the time yet. Like I said, according to Judaism, right now it is 3:39 p.m. So according to Judaism, right now it is still Shabbat. So we don't light candles in Shabbat. Yeah, so that was the story behind the little story behind the Hanukkah. I really hope you guys enjoyed it because I don't know, I thought it was um I just really want you to like I always tell you that I want you to learn more about Hebrew, and I want you to learn more about the culture and stuff, and people, when I posted stuff about Hanukkah, you asked me what is Hanukkah, so I said, like, you know what, let me show you. So I want to thank the people of Chabad. Here is their logo. So this in Hebrew is saying Erkat. Wait, we read from um I don't my English. Erkat hadlakat nerot Chanukah. Like a package of lighting up the Chanukah candles, and of course the logo of Chabad. If you don't know what is Chabad, like I said, I made a video about it where someone from Baharat is explaining to the people of Baharat what is Chabad. So yeah, so they brought me this Chanukiah inside of this. They are, and of course, candles. They are literally going in the street. This is why I absolutely love those people. They are going in the street and asking about um like, do you have a Chanukiah? Like, are you lighting the candles? If you don't have, they are bringing you a Chanukiah candles so you can light them up. And of course, there is I don't know what that is. You can, if you have a QR code, you can just like do, and I don't know, see what this is all about. But this is it. This is it. And on Okay, bye. Okay, it falls just a second. And on here, I'm sorry, I'm like kind of all over the place today. And on here we have the blessings. Now the blessings is something I already showed you. I already kind of made a video that is translating the blessing in a really kind of way, so you just like explaining the meanings, which was I don't remember the name of the video. Is like just 2 videos ago I made a video about that because I am so excited about this holiday. This is such an amazing, beautiful holiday that is something that is so many people all over the world are kind of celebrating. You guys have Diwali. I know you have your beliefs on what happened with the gods, and he went to save his wife and stuff like this. But the point of this thing is that around the same time, we are all, the people of the entire world, are celebrating kind of the same thing, which is why stuff like this are stuff that are making me think like, okay, there is something really important about that time, and there is something really important about that tradition, because to light up lights, and if someone is doing this all over the world, if people are taking a candle, let's take out the red because I don't know it live love, I guess. If someone is taking a candle in Israel, and if someone is lighting a candle in Israel, and another person lighting a candle in Baharat, and another person is lighting a candle in, I don't know, Sweden, when they have Santa Lucia or something, like different holidays like this. So there is something, I mean, there is some kind of a truth to it. If the entire world is doing something, and the entire world with different religion, lifestyles, whatever, if the entire world are kind of doing the same thing, it is absolutely amazing. And this is why I absolutely wanted to share with you people what it is Hanukkah to us. So thank you so much for actually listening. And as always, I'm going to invite you guys to join the live stream and ask questions about Hanukkah, about this holiday, or about, share your experience, share stuff. Let me just pin the message. Um, if you want to join this live stream, you are more than welcome. And like I said, thank you so much for the people who are actually donating. I am so getting closer to actually buy myself the phone stabilizer so the phone will not be shaking like crazy. So I really hope I can also show you a lot of amazing, amazing places in my city. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I have. So let's see if I have question. Okay. How they light up when no candles are invented. So back in the day, when if we are talking about the Maccabim, candles were still a thing, and also not a candle like like this. I don't know why I'm putting it back. I'm always just like reusing it. So, I don't know. Every time I'm gonna put a different color because I don't know, colorful. They I don't know if they had this, but what they did have was a small lamp so that they put with oil, and then this thing, I don't know if you can see it, like the string, this thingy was like invented. Like they learned how to take cloths and stuff and just like put it in oil and to made it light up. So this is a thing that was still that was happening. Let's see. Uh, um, if you have any questions about Hanukkah, write down in the comments. Um, well, I'm trying. Okay, I have a question. What is the meaning of nine candles there? Is it have any special meaning, or each candle represents something individually? Okay, I love that question. I love that answer. First of all, um, eight candles because several answers. 8 days when the night is getting more and more when the darkness is okay. So there is a day, okay, and the night are getting longer and longer during the winter. So around those 8 days, this is when the nights are getting longer. So for every day, and after the 8 day, it's like it's like the sun is setting around the same time. It's not like setting more and more closer to out to like afternoon or like a normal time. So this is why we're lighting the candles like the ad candles. Also, in the Minoa in the temple, they used to have eight places to put candles. There is a thing. So there is eight places to put candles. Now the main thing, like I said, the ninth thing was just to have the thing that you light with them the candle. It was just like a special light that with them, only with them, you light up the other candles because you need to pass like the fire. I don't know, some hippie people say because you need to share fire with like everyone else, but I don't know. It's just like one. I remember one thing I heard. So yeah. Let's see anything else. Okay. Zekmo Diwali. It's like Diwali. Exactly. Like I said. Thank you so much for writing in Hebrew. For the people who don't read Hebrew, totally, I can totally understand. He just wrote it's like Diwali, and yes, this is exactly what I said. The fact that so many people from so many different places in the world kind of the same celebrating the same thing, it's amazing. um how Jews revived Hebrew. So like I said, a lot of times, because a lot of time people were our modern day Israel, just like our land was, people were conquering us, and people had to, we've been forced to move a lot, and we wanted to keep our identity. So a language is something that is really important for your history, for your identity, for your everything. So this is why it was really important to us to come to me, to my ancestors, to continuing spread saying and like speaking Hebrew. Like yes, Hebrew a little bit evolved and changed, but still modern day Hebrew and 500 years ago and five, I don't know, uh, a long time ago, Hebrew was still like people can still understand each other, which is a major thing, and it's really important when people are forcing you not to be who you are, which is also one thing, like a lot of people say, like when people are fighting with people from Israel, they're always saying like, "Oh, go back to your country where you originally came from," which is something really important to remember, to remind ourselves that every time people from Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, of Jacob, had to leave our country, have to leave this land, um, we were always like, we were always talking about how we want to go back home to Israel. And all the people who are like, there are people right now in Israel, there are people that have that are from all those places in the world. There were also people that had to live and ran off to India, and after that they came back home to Israel. But there, we are always like, the conversation was always, and the letter, and like the letters, the writing, the stories they tell, always about going back to Israel. We have so many songs about going back to Israel, like songs from 500 years ago, from like 100 years ago, 2000 years ago, about going back to Israel, which is okay, the song that was, I think, the song that people are like most knowing about is from the people from Babel, from, I think it's modern day Iran. So they have a song on the river of Babylon, when we sat and cry, remembering Zion. Like, we were sitting and crying because we remembered where we came from. And this is why it was so important for the Jewish people to, um, keep saying we're Jewish, keep saying we, it doesn't matter where we are in the world, we don't belong here, we belong to, like, we belong to Israel. And like, and make sure our language is still spoken, because you have to make sure your nationality and your identity is still a major thing. Yeah, I hope I made the point. Like, I hope I said the point right. Um, let's see. Uh, I don't really understand the question. Day is fixed for festival, or it is changed Diwali festival. I don't understand like the question, but the Hanukkah is not Diwali. Like, and we do have a specific time in our Jewish calendar when we celebrate this. Yeah, so no longer, you don't have to ask it again and again, because here I answer, you don't need to spam. Um, let's see. Um, Okay, I don't really understand that question either, but let me just say it. First of all, you love hearing me speaking in Hebrew. האם נוכל לחלוק ממתקים לאנשים ביום החנוכה הזה? First of all, thank you so much for trying to use Hebrew. I can totally see this is Google translated, but okay. So it says, I think it says, can we give candy to people on this Hanukkah day? So giving candies to people, it's not usually a thing, a big deal, like a thing that people are doing here, just like giving out candies to strangers. First of all, it's danger, and also we have this thing that, like, the people who are giving candies a lot are the people who are, after every terror attack, the people who are supporting terrorists, going out and giving candies for their radical friends. So this is kind of a big no-no here. But what we do give for each other is like I said, Chabad. Those people, I am not Chabad, by the way. I just like really like some of what they're doing. They're giving sufganiot. Let me try to show you how sufgania looks like. It looks like a puffy donut. It's like a puffy donut without the hole in it. Sufgania. Just like, why don't you understand? I'm trying to say sufgania. It's not letting me write, by the way. Stupid phone. Really stupid phone. I really need to change it. Sufganiot. Let's see if it will let me show you a picture. Mm, let's see. Okay, Antola is going to. Let's see if there is another question. Oh, okay. Here is a picture of Sufgania. So this is a sufgania. It says Chanukah Sameach, Happy Chanukah. So this is basically what we eat. We'll eat a lot of food with oil to celebrate the fact that we found an oil and it lasted for 8 days. It is so good and like this is the main reason. Like, don't believe people who telling you no. This is there is an entire tradition. We love to eat and most of our food is oil based. Like you have to bring a lot of oil if you are in Israel and you like going to see how people are shopping. So like one of the main things we're putting in our shopping carts is first of all oil. I don't know how we are not crazy fat like American people, but yeah, it's story for another time. um let's see. um I have one more question about Shema Israel. Okay, I'm going to explain what it is in a second. Um, is your prayers you? It's your prayers you use it every day or sometimes only. Okay, Shema Israel is basically mean it's the prayers we say. It's a prayer we say. Okay, Shema Israel, Hashem Elokenu, Hashem Echad. Shema Israel. Listen to the people of Israel. Hashem Elokenu, God is our God. Hashem, Hashem Elokenu, Hashem Echad. God is our God, and He for us, He is the only God. I know that I don't want to get inside those drama of like people are saying me no in Hinduism we don't follow a lot of God, we follow one God who has several things. Doesn't matter. In the Jewish culture, in the Jewish life, we are believing that we only there is several gods, but we only follow one God. So Shema Israel, it is actually something we say every day. We say Shema Israel, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. We remind ourselves and to God, but mostly to ourselves, because most of the things we are doing is for ourselves. Like God does not need our prayers. God does not need us to tell Him how big He is. Like no, all those things are for ourselves. But this is something we are saying every day to remind ourselves who we are, what we stand for, and yeah, I don't know, maybe also to let God know, like, hey, we haven't forsaken you or something. Um, um, explain about Hanukkah. What is Hanukkah? I just like in the last 37 minutes I explained about Hanukkah, so you can just like go back and watch the entire thing. Um, let's see if there is any other question. Uh, um, Uh, okay. News about uh, things that are not Hanukkah related. I am not going to answer. I'm sorry. I just like no. This is not the main point of this. Okay. Um. Um. Dirin, you know I'm talking to you. Wave if you know I'm talking to you. Good. I'm gonna start making sure you people will have this stage, and then maybe I'll go back and answer some more questions. But right now, let's talk to Dirin. Hello.
Hello, hello. Happy Kanuka.
Thank you. Wow, your mic is like so loud. Can you just like a little bit move it?
Uh,
Okay, now it's better.
okay. I have a poem on Kanuka. Mean, yes, if you permit me to recite, I had composed it on my own. So,
Okay, first of all, wow.
yeah,
Okay, hi. Yeah, of course.
yeah. Gone were the
So
days
it
of disdain.
mhm.
Gone were the days of disdain, for the temple was liberated. For the Maccabeans triumphed over the hegemonic Seleucids. The ambience lit the menorah for 8 days with a day's jug of oil. For the indomitable glory of the Almighty restored in the Holy Land. Exchanging gelts, playing dreidel, enjoying latkes, and caroling Maotsur, expressing euphoria for the emancipation with jubilations. The ardor of the Jewish people stands tall like the Shamash. To turn every darkness into a possibility is inspired from the Chanukah.
Okay, wow. You, I feel okay. First of all, thank you. You did your homework. I did not
Yeah.
explain a lot of things you said, which was wow. I absolutely loved it. If you could just like write the poem in the comments after this
Oh
live
yeah.
stream, I would absolutely love it because I absolutely love this poem. And thank you so
Thank you. Thank you.
much.
Yeah.
So
And
one of the things you said, and I did not mention, I mean, I did mention the fact that we eat a lot of things with oil. But like you said, latkes, we call it levivot. It's just like a potato with a flour, and that we just like add some spices, and again put in the oils. So if people don't like understand what was she smiling about when she heard about one of her favorite foods, so this is it.
so that's what I specifically, wanted to tell you.
Thank you so
And
much. I mean, I cannot stop smiling. Oh my god, I really appreciated this. This is beautiful, and especially the fact that I know that you took the time to learn and not just like wrote down like I love Israel, I heart Israel, yay, jihad. And it's just like you actually took the time and said a lot of stuff from my culture that it's just like I like the effort of actually learning, and like thank you so much. Seriously, it's
yeah, well,
heartwarming.
and if you did not notice, the poem is of 8 lines.
Dude, I wow, you just like you use okay, wow.
Symbolism.
I just like yeah, like this is why I want is writing down. I want to read everything, make sure I understood everything. I was just like thank you so much. I absolutely love it.
And you mentioned Yemenim, right, in the beginning of the video.
Yeah,
The
here's the
yeah.
thing. The Yevanim, the people of Greece, they
Greece.
were not the main people who were ruling here. I mean, there was, I don't remember the name. I think it is called. Let me see how we say, Slaukim. Maybe there are the people. Their ethnicity was like very similar to Greece, and they worked with Greece. So this um, so yeah, I absolutely.
And
So yeah, though we were occupied. What a shocker! We were occupied by another group of people. Wow, amazing! Like what a brand new information. Something that I'm pretty sure people of Bagat are
and
familiar with.
and you must not be familiar, but there is a epic in our culture. You must have heard of Mahabharat.
Yeah,
So it's what,
you
yeah.
why every time you're asking me stuff like this, I was just like I study for from 2016 about Baharat. Every
Yeah.
time people are asking me like, oh, say like put me on the spot of like something I learned, I immediately like, don't ask me questions. I don't want to like say something that is will going to be maybe offensive or maybe not true because it.
No.
But yeah,
Actually,
please say.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It's one of the two great epics of India. So this Mahabharat is like, it's one of the greatest kind of epics that we have. I mean, in terms of the length, the content
Mhm.
of the story, as well as whatever the moral values or whatever it holds. So in Mahabharat, there is actually mention of Yavanas. There is one guy known as Kal Yavan, and he's supposed to be Greek. So we are talking about 5,000 years back. So in those years, the Greeks and Indians, they had some kind of contact. So I just
Wait,
wanted
for
to mention
how long are you talking about this? Because
five,
in
yeah, five
okay,
thousand
because
years
in
back.
here. Oh, okay. Because it's a little bit so we the story of the Maccabim was a little bit closer to our day and age from what you just said. Yeah, but this again, empires rise and fall and trying to conquer all. So this is so
So
it's
so when
really
you
interesting.
so when you mentioned Yavan, so I was like, I was shocked, because it's a Sanskrit term. It's there in Sanskrit also. So, basically, which means Greece. Greeks.
I was so sure you're going to say, "Oh, it's written in the Vedas." You know how many times people are every time I'm trying to say something, people are like, "Oh, it's already written in the Vedas. You should try just like read the Vedas, and then you'll know everything." And just like, I absolutely love the fact that the culture and the history of so many people in so many different places is kind of similar. I mean, it's terrible that let's say the closest thing. It was terrible how we had to suffer under the British ruling us. I'm not saying all British people are bad. I'm saying that what happened during those times were problematic for us and for you. I mean, you've been there longer. Um, but we still have so many similarities thanks to it. So it is kind of interesting how even when we're occupied by them, we can still like there we have the same similarity which kind of bring us closer. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if we were like living, if the British were not colonizing us, we were under the Uthmanian law, the people from Turkey. So we used to speak Turkish, Arabic, Hebrew, of course, but it was harder for us to, for me and for you to communicate in English. So this is kind of good thing that happened thanks to the British
And the
ruling.
major milestone, I would say, was the Battle of Haifa.
Yeah, which I also made a video about this,
Yeah,
which is another thing that was not supposed to happen because the people of Baharat were not supposed to fight in this battle, but they were recruited by
the,
the
yeah,
British Army. And like I always felt like I always like telling you like come visit Israel. So I'm kind of glad that people came to Israel. I wasn't happy with the fact they came for the army and they died here in the battle, but they also kind of protected us. So
of course,
again, really interesting and amazing how close we are.
of course. and
Yeah.
and I have a suggestion for you.
Mhm.
During Kanuka, why don't you burst crackers? I mean, it's a very interesting kind of experience.
Crackers, you mean like firecrackers?
Firecrackers, yeah.
Oh, okay. I can totally answer that. This is first of all, there are several places who are doing, but like we spoke about it, and I think there was one of the first live streams that someone I don't remember his name, but his family is also in the army and stuff, and we were talking about Diwali. In Israel, we are using a lot of firecrackers in our Independence Day, in Purim, another holiday that I will talk about it when the time is due. But the thing is that because Israel, we're not like Americans. We're not flying to fight in a different country. We're having our terror attacks and our stuff here. When firecrackers are on, a lot of people in Israel suffer from post trauma syndrome thanks to terror attacks and stuff. So those noise, even like let's talk first of all about the animals that are scared about this, but also the people that is bringing them back to I remember from like I have a friend that was in a terror attack, and I remember there used to be an earthquake, just like a really small earthquake, but there was a lot of noise, and then she was just like crying and going crazy, and we didn't understand why. We were children back then. And then like we heard from the teachers saying that like we knew she was in a terror attack and we knew she lost her family there, but it was like to bring her back, like the noise and the sound. This is why in Israel we're trying to I'm sorry that I'm talking about terror attacks and stuff. I tried to keep it light, but
No,
this
no,
is why in Israel we're trying to not use a lot of firecrackers because we don't want people to relive um bad times.
I see,
But
I see.
firecrackers are beautiful. I mean,
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean,
yeah, I
you
love
come to
seeing
India,
like videos from Diwali.
you come to India, even if you go to Japan, we have this culture in the Oriental, culture.
Yeah.
It's very much connected with firecrackers. Actually, in
Yeah, I
Japan,
know.
if you go, it's like public viewing.
Exactly.
And here in
Sometimes
India,
we
it's
like just like, but we just watch them, but also the media a lot of time just like making the noise not as high, like so they kind of alter the noise to make it like a little less loud. And Japan is like going crazy with their like firecrackers. Japan is like always trying to, I think they're always trying to beat some record or something.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I love the one that, like I love the little kids in the valley that's like holding the firecrackers and like doing
Yeah.
all these tricks and then throwing away and running fast. I absolutely like, my friend sent me videos of her family doing this, of her little brothers like celebrating Diwali, and that was adorable. I absolutely loved it.
If you come to India, no, you must experience that. You must. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say first-hand experience. With the crackers and all those things.
Yeah, there's so many things I want to see and try, and I just like I absolutely like, I cannot wait to actually be able to go to Bharat and actually, I don't know how much I'll be participating because I don't, like I said before, I follow the God of Israel, and I don't want to do like, I feel like if I will put like, if I will enter a temple for a different God and do something else, I'm not, I feel like it's kind of disrespecting the other God, that I'm just like, I'm coming to say like, hey, you're not like, I don't follow you, but here's the flower. I saw a lot of people do, like, I will respect this god and the culture and everything, but I will not do I will not participate in the how to say it English, oh my god, in the, I
Yeah.
will not be putting
In the
offerings from the
festival.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
The
will watch.
rituals. The rituals.
I will absolutely love to, be part of like making sure people are happy, maybe help cleaning after that and stuff, but I will not do something that is, because for me, I feel, for me
Yeah.
this is me. I don't know. Maybe the gods are cool with
Uh,
this and they're just like, "Girl, have you like have fun?" But I don't know.
Except the rituals.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like, I it's
Yeah.
really important to see. I love to learn about other cultures. I love to learn about like things that are important for other people, but I do not want but I don't feel comfortable doing them because I don't, this is not what I believe in, so I will feel this is fake, so I didn't.
But yeah, that's that. I can understand. But exchanging sweets. Here in Diwali, it necessarily means sweets and crackers. The secular aspect of the festival, which you can
Oh
enjoy well.
no, yeah, food, just like say no more. Food, I'm in.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes.
So so thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
and happy
And please,
Kanuka once
please,
again. Yeah, yeah.
thank you, thank you.
I will type the poem here.
You already know what I'm about to ask. Thank you so much. I absolutely enjoyed this conversation. Chag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah.
Same to you. Same to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care. Okay, I love the fact that you guys are actually trying to learn about my culture, and like I am trying to learn about you. I love that this is like a not like just me showing you stuff and not just me learning. And I absolutely love that if you have questions and stuff, you're always finding a way to like ask me, and it's great. Thank you so much. Um, okay, let's see who is else. I see a person here. Wesley, do you understand I'm talking to you? Wave if you are aware that I'm talking to you and I'm uploading you. One, two, three. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You're
Hi.
not from Baharat, I think.
Are you Jewish?
Hmm.
Then you know the secret of the man of the earth, whom gives Noah the plumb, speaks and interprets every language known to mankind, and knows the words blend, do not mix, and also has the dove of the Messiah over his head. I am he. How do you do? Come to bring peace to the earth.
Okay, first of all, hello.
Hello?
So I can understand that you are from the UK.
No, I am in West Virginia in the United
Oh,
States, and I
oh, okay.
asked the Messiah on every day of Hanukkah to present every Hebrew fish and bread. And on this day, also fish and bread and candy, that if you thank the name of God, that
Mm-hmm.
you shall be able to eat that Messiah. I also asked him to give you a healed tooth in your mouth.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm
All,
going to enjoy this conversation. So, first of
all
all, thank you
mouths
so
on earth.
much.
Well, here
Mm-hmm.
is how this is done.
Yeah.
You
Can
tell
I
the
ask you a
vision.
question? Wait, before you are answering, how did you find my channel?
I saw you as I watched was looking at the Magnus Carlsen chess match on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I observe it. I enjoy that game. And I saw your broadcast in the live channel, and I saw the Hebrew fat flag behind your head. So, being the man of the earth, I thought it important that I speak to you.
No, I think it is important, and I'm so grateful that God has sent me here and sent you here to speak your truth. So you have right now the stage to say whatever you want for the people of
Sure.
Israel and for the people of Baharat. Are you
Sure.
aware of Baharat?
Well, what I'm aware of is that I saw a vision, and it is telling this vision that you will
Mm-hmm.
not need to take the coming Omni bar, which is something that you will be offered $32,000 in counterfeit electronic money, no cash, to be
Mm-hmm.
branded on your wrist or your children's foreheads with a barcode. And with that is the only way you will be allowed to go into a store to buy food. But if you say what I give you to say,
Mm-hmm.
fish and bread, like the fish and bread you have been given every day
Here's
on
my
Hanukkah.
problem though. I do respect what you are saying, but according to my belief, I am vegetarian and I do not eat fish. So I believe that there is a problem with this. Are you
Then
saying
I'll
I
ask the
should
Messiah to send you vegetables and fruit.
oh, okay. See, this is great. I love how we can find, something that I could work for me. So you're
Well,
saying me to do not make a tattoo on me or any of my family forehead or arm, which is good because
it
according to
shall be.
Judaism, we do not tattoo our body. We do not destroy our body in that way.
Well, you also are taught that thou shalt not bear false witness.
Hmm.
That you
Have
do
you
not
seen
believe.
me? Have you
You
seen me
with you
saying
that is
something?
only lip words. It is not a heart word. So here is the vision that you were given.
Mm-hmm.
Orange red in the middle of dark green leaves, but only the lower half of the dark green leaves on the right side of the valley. The top leaves are all dark green on palm tree trunks that have no branch with weeds under them. On the left side, straight trees in a row, thin and branchless, silver and gray, with bright green leaves on top. In the middle, a river, curved as a bow, with no wind on it. Under a full moon, a bronze aura, a starless night. On the right, in the front, between the palm trees with the orange red in the bottom leaves, and the river in the middle, a square pit of unknown depth. Behind it, two creatures, and behind it, a crooked path. And the crooked path spins, and it is
Mm-hmm.
made of large circles of gold and silver that are rusted on the edges, and they are bigger around than your outstretched arms.
I'm
And they're
sorry.
not.
This story is taking a little bit too long. Can you just dumb it down for me to
Jesus
a
undo the
sentence?
tooth that is healed in her mouth now.
Okay. I thank God I'm not
Blend,
American.
do not mix. You are not blending. I am the man of the earth, little girl.
Oh, I am a little girl right now. This is the thing. Are you like going to call yourself your master? Is this like some sexual
The
thing? Because I'm like
Messiah
totally
said
not
to
into
you,
it.
no time to talk. Allah, you are a Muslim, little girl.
Wow, I'm learning a lot about myself. Here I am thinking I'm
You
a
are
born
not
and raised
learning
Jewish
anything.
person.
You are
Okay.
like a head in a pit missing half its brain.
I absolutely love Americans because you guys
You're
are
a
so
foot
full
cut
of
off
yourself.
that does not bleed. with a white sock and a black shoe. And if you
Ayush,
do
I'm
not
going
tell this
to
dream,
add you to the
you shall be damned.
conversation. Ayush, are you here? Okay, he's
Angels,
not
leave
here.
that house. Only two of you leave the house.
Okay.
The angels are Israel.
Mhm.
They are under my lead.
Your lead, or you're like I said, you are the master. That's like the entire thing
I said
you're
they
going
are
to.
under my lead.
Yeah, you said my, which mean you.
That is correct.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for coming here and spreading your
Angels
message.
tap them each on the shoulder and then depart.
Yeah, okay, great. So next time you're joining a live stream from someone from Israel who is communicating with the people of Baharat, which is something I asked you, are you familiar with, which you again did not answer. Um, any last words? I'm really
No,
trying
I
to
am
just
not
say
familiar with the vein Malat.
Baharat. Oh,
Bahalat.
Baharat.
I know nothing of it.
Well, it is a country, a pretty big one. A bunch of people are living there, and I'm pretty sure people like you will not get fair treatment there.
I shall meet with every person on the earth in the flesh.
Whoa, okay, great. You sound like Santa Claus going to meet every little child on the exact same day, but good luck,
The
okay.
144,000 Jewish children and I go to the valley of Megiddo. I'm the
Okay,
man who
just
shall
like,
fall
here's the problem.
defensively.
If you will try to meet our children, you will not
So just
survive.
lower the hedge on her head just for a moment and let her feel what her drunken mind is truly
Oh,
like.
ow, what was that? I think God has struck me. Okay, dude, that was really crazy and weird and super hilarious talking to you. I really
When it
hope
comes to things of the
all the
spirit,
best.
you profess and pretend blindness.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Here's the thing. White Virginia man, I am not like you. My people who survived for centuries, you're speaking the language that is not your ancestor language,
I
and
speak
you're
and
here.
interpret every language
I'm
known to
talking right
man.
now. I'm talking right now. You can go do your I'm
You
the master
you are
shit later.
vomiting and eating
Oh,
your
good.
vomit.
Shut the hell up. This is my channel. I am sorry. This is bullshit. This guy, by the way, is still waiting here to my reply. Okay. My people have survived so many years and so many decades, and I will not let I'm pretty sure I mean Wesley is a name from the UK. I thought this person will, I don't know, say whatever you want about the occupation. Okay, shoot, he ran away to somewhere else. Anyway, I'm sorry. I thought he was someone interesting, but yeah. Here's the problem with Judaism. We don't like in Judaism in Israel. A person like this is usually going to amend, like, getting help. The help he's clearly needs. Okay, that was okay. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments. If you believe the guy, the I don't know, the master of all masters or whatever the hell he's trying to say, I don't know. Feel free to go and follow him. He did not. I wanted him to flag his shit, but he wasn't here, so never mind. Sorry for that. That was just like weird. Okay. Um, Ayush, are you aware that I'm talking to you? Wave. Great. One, two, three. Hello.
Shabbat Shalom.
Ciao, ciao. I was trying to like join you to the conversation with the prophet or whatever the hell this crazy person was, because I just
Uh,
wanted someone else to join and hear this crap, but never
I
mind.
actually recently joined it. The stream I was outside and I came and I didn't understand what you were talking, but in the end I understood what was going on.
If it
And
helps, I do not understand what was happening. I was just like, okay, whatever. Like he can say whatever
one
you want. I read the messages at the time.
uh, one thing, 1 minute. Hanukkah Samayak. I want to
Thank
wish
you.
you.
Thank you so
I have
much.
practiced that from this. And there was also another which says Khag Khanuka Samayak. So,
Exactly.
so can you tell me what does that actually mean? Because they translated Happy Hanukkah, but I don't think that that's the
Okay.
actual.
Chag, with chet, Chag, it means holiday. We have
Hmm,
several holiday. We have Chag
hmm,
Chanukah, Chag Pesach, Chag Shavuot, a lot of Chags, okay? Chag is holiday. Chanukah
hmm,
is Chanukah. Sameach is happy. Now, a lot of times we're saying just Chanukah Sameach, but
hmm,
in like a different times we just say Chag Chanukah Sameach. We're just like also saying it's a like a happy holiday, which is the
hmm,
day of Chanukah. Blah blah blah. It sounds really weird when I'm explaining this, but this is just
hmm,
how
hmm.
we talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, when I learnt about the term Hanukkah Samayak, I actually reminded of Shubh Deepavali. Like the festivals are really similar and like that.
Mhm.
Like people in India say Happy Diwali, and all. But the actual greeting in Hindi is Shubh Deepavali, and Shubh Deepavali together means Happy Diwali. But Shubh has its own meaning, like something auspicious, something. Uh, Good luck kind of thing. So yeah, I thought it would be like that. So
Say it
I
again.
asked you
Like,
about
how
that.
do you say it? Shubu?
Shubh, Shubh,
Shubha?
Deepavali.
Shubha. Shubha Deepavali.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of my
No, no,
whatever
no.
language
You
I was trying to say.
no. It was good. You sounded like
Thank you.
good. And um, also I forgot what. Yeah. That I read that this festival celebrates victory of light over darkness. Right?
Just like which
Yeah.
holiday? Yeah, just like the
Hanukkah. Hanukkah.
yeah. So I like I said, if after that you can just like watch because I was blabbing at the beginning at 37 minutes about what is Hanukkah, what is the meaning, why are we celebrating, because there are a lot of different reasons. So I really hope you will
Actually,
see this.
I joined recently. That's why. So I
Yeah.
want to tell you about a phrase like we used to. There are like a verse which has three phrases,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to do it in our. It was also in our morning assembly. Just before morning assembly, I'm from KV. Many people might know KV, and that the second phrase is important. The third three phrases are, the first one is astoma sadgamaya, which means oh Lord, take us from illiteracy to knowledge. And the last one is tamso sorry last one is mrityurma amritam gaya, take us from immortality, mortality to immortality. And the second phrase which is important, and it reads tamso ma jyotirgamaya, which means tam or tamas in Hindi and Sanskrit means darkness, or more specifically darkness of night. Two, Jyoti means flame, which resembles light. So it's oh Lord, take us from the darkness of night to the flame or to the light. That's all.
Okay, that is interesting. Wait, so what the word tam means?
Tam means darkness,
Okay,
or more specifically, the darkness of the night.
because tam in Hebrew means end, ending. So this
Oh,
is interesting because, like I said, like in the end, like there is darkness. So I don't. It's just like another similar. It's easier for me to try to learn Sanskrit and Hindi if I'm trying to have this something that remind me stuff in Hebrew, and I don't know. This is really so now I'm going to remember the tam means darkness. So that is good.
yes. Actually, I before this I only knew that thumb means darkness, but when I just searched about it on. I somewhere got to know that term more specifically means the darkness of the night.
It means like the most darkest time in the night.
Mm,
That was Tam mean.
Uh, no, I don't think so. But the
Mm.
darkness of the night, like there are different kind of darknesses, and that darkness of night, like that only. I will do more search on that.
See, this is why I absolutely love talking to you. I always say this because I know that after in the end of every conversation, you're doing so much research and then you come in here and dropping so much knowledge. This is why every time I'm watching you like enter, like clicking on the link, I'm just like, oh, finally, hey, hello, what are you going to teach me today?
Well, I said earlier, and on the streams, I actually do not dedicate time. It's my basic nature that I observe small things, and if we, it's re- like it's really amazing that if you just observe small details, you will get
Mm.
to know a very big thing. You have to connect the links, and and I do it like for it's in my nature. I was born with it like that, and for example, I uh, focus on so like silly things let's take example of your channel. I observed that you do the live stream on Saturdays usually, which is Shabbat time, which is uh, understandable, and
Mhm.
most of your videos comes at Thursday on 5 p.m. Earlier it was 4 p.m. Like this kind of things I usually pay attention with. Sometimes silly, sometimes it takes you to some more meaningful thing. So that's how I gather my knowledge. I actually do not dedicate any time to it.
Still, it's really interesting, and like I am so happy you understood my schedule because a lot of people are just like, oh, when you drop in a new video, when you make it, I'm just like, I am trying, and just like give me time. I try to set times, a specific time, and like, great. Yeah, but I have some videos that are in editing, so I really hope I could drop them as fast as I can. But I love the fact that just like that you are observing and you can just like look at things and say, oh, this is interesting, and like you see things that like a lot of people miss, which is very, which is great. I think will help you a lot in your life studying, like, I don't know, it's a good, like, it's a good thing to have, like the observer thing.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just doing this for no meaning, and like this thing, and sometimes like I'm like a introvert person and a overthinker, and additional this thing, so it makes me sometimes think more like what am I doing, I'm useless and this thing. But sometimes when I found meaningful things, I tell myself this, no, this has some meaning, and this can be my extraordinary ability,
Okay,
uh,
wait, hold
which
on.
makes me
I
different
I'm sorry for
from others.
interrupting, but this is really important for me. I even if you every time uh, like in life, people are always have several times in their life that they're feeling down and feeling useless and whatever their hobby and stuff is not good enough and whatever. I really hope that like I'm not going to be one of those people who's going to tell you no, life is great, everything is awesome, because like it's not. And I'm pretty sure you guys already saw me. I mean, I try to film myself in even in my lowest when we were like literally running for our life from actual rockets and stuff. Like I felt myself scared, I felt myself angry. A lot of people also say like in the videos, like sometimes in the comments, ah, where you were like really upset today and stuff like this. It is okay to show emotions, but I really hope that you are right now understand that what I'm trying to say when I think like, first of all, I think highly of you, and I absolutely love hearing things that you observe and things that are interesting to you. And every time don't feel like you have to, but a lot of times you're saying here stuff like when you're talking a lot, you're just saying one two sentences that is stuck in my brain, and I'm just like, yes, yes, this guy is just like exactly what he said I'm trying to say for such a long time, and he just like narrowed it down for one perfect sentence. It's is amazing. Hold on one second, I'm sorry, I let me just like um put the crazy guy in timeout so he will not make like annoy in the comments other people. um I no, he was just like the crazy Wesley guy was like in the chat trying to harass people. I really hope you can understand that. Well, like what I'm saying is that I absolutely love every time you're coming here, because you do even if you have nothing to say, just like to see you like joining this channel, I'm just like, okay, yes, I like this guy. I mean, it's a person that like you understand stuff, you're asking questions, you're making me after that like go do my own research. I absolutely love our conversations. I'm not going to tell you life is great, and I'm sorry if it's like too much, and but that's like every time a person is saying something that is um not happy or something, I just like really feel like we should talk about it, because like I said, in Israel we are suffering so much from post trauma, for depression, from like so many crazy things, and I really like it's really important to you know to maybe sometimes to let people know how much they mean to other people. So I really I need you to know that I totally appreciate you and absolutely love the fact that you're part of this community, and this is a community.
Mhm.
That's like
Uh,
sorry for blabbing, but this is important for
no,
me.
no, no, it's okay. I want to add one more thing about the trauma thing, that
Hmm.
whoever faces trauma and has suicidal thoughts, like post trauma, it's obvious that people get suicidal thoughts.
Hmm.
The like uh, in in our texts, some of the I haven't read any text, but I have seen a post of a person who has read the text, and he clarified that when people do suicide, it's like one of the biggest crime, and it's not the end. You have to face much more difficulties in the afterlife. So according to the beliefs of uh, Hindu people, and about according to our ancient texts, they say that it is the biggest crime to take one specifically our the life of like to suicide. Uh, it is one of the biggest crime, because that's not the end, because you get a human life after suffering the 84 million birth of different kinds of organisms on the earth. So human life is very important. It is important because humans have consciousness, and after 84 million birth you get the chance to have a life which has self consciousness, and the chance to know the supreme cosmos, or let's say God. And after suicide the problems doesn't end. So suicide is not an option. The life has much more to offer, and it cannot be so bad, whoever it may be.
Yeah, you can always ask for help, and people,
Yeah.
and there were always, yes, there are mean people in the world, yes, there are terrible people in the world. We're on the internet right now, we have so many trolls. I mean, hell, I know I'm a troll sometimes, but but at the end of the day, if someone needs help and he's saying it and he has the power to say it, like you will find the help, and it we all need to like get help at one point of our life. We have to talk about our feelings with someone professional or just friends. um so yeah, so if someone is watching this and I don't know, have suicidal thoughts or something, just like we all need to get help. I know, I like you cannot just like sit and hope things will be better. But like what
Togetherness
you
is
said.
togetherness is very powerful. You need to communicate with friends, and the stuff need to talk with. your family members, uh, friends, as all of them, just talk and it will solve the problem.
Mm. Well, I also wanted to say what you said about suicide. I according to Judaism, in suicide, we used to bury people who people who committed suicide outside of the cemetery because they decided to not be a part of the society. However, we do not do this anymore because the rabbis decided that when someone is killing himself is also a problem, um that the society did not saw it. I mean, it's not just
Mm,
his fault. It's just like it's everyone. So if someone is killing himself, people should go and ask him, like, for his body or like his soul, wherever it is, for forgiveness, for not noticing, for not being able to help. Because if a person is killing himself, it takes a lot to like push someone to the edge like this. So we believe that someone he was just like his soul was too sick. Just like you're not gonna hate someone who died from cancer. Just like what his body was too weak. What can you do? I mean, he died from cancer. You're not like so same thing as suicide. His soul was too sick. His soul died. So we're just like right now they're burying him inside of this cemetery, asking him for forgiveness for not noticing and not had enough power to help. And yeah, and suicide is usually it's not like it's not like you said. We also do not believe that this is the end and that's it. There is no something after this. So like I don't know. Try to get help, everyone.
yeah, let's jump to another topic. Like we have talked a
Yeah,
lot
let's
about
talk
it.
about something nice.
Actually, I started the live thing, like you said, you wait for like, and how I started this, like, it's an interesting story that uh, actually you are my like English teacher kind of thing. Like, what
Oh
happened? Like,
wow, I'm so sorry.
I'm a bit of a nervous guy, and I my English is like it's okay, it's good. While I write on paper, it's look like some Englishman has written it, but what happens that I cannot speak really properly in the front of people. uh, I'm a very good orator. I spoke on the stage in English and in Hindi as well. But during conversation, I feel a bit of nervousness and this kind of things. So my mother said, go talk to someone and have some classes and all. And some days after the live started, so I thought, why not do this? Interact with a person whom which I can only interact in English, and I will get to know some more. It will be knowledgeable and all thing. Uh, and actually, I was the first person to join your live stream. What happened is that I saw the link and I said, "What is this?" And I clicked on that. I didn't have any like earphones and things, and and when it you put me on that,
Yes, I
remember you
remember.
there was a black screen, and so I thought, "What is happening?" Then I left and. I probably didn't join that stream. I think I don't know. I don't remember that afterwards. But yeah, I was the first person to join the stream.
First of all, I when people are talking about if you speak proper, if also about me, you don't know how many comments I'm getting about this, about proper English and stuff like this. The only reason we're speaking English, it's because we were ruled under the British occupation, like they occupied us. this is why we've been forced to communicate in their language. This is why it's not a big deal for me if someone is not speaking proper English, just like I don't speak proper English, as long as we can understand each other. So if you actually want someone to educate you and like teach you English, I am so not that person. I really hope you just like, because I'm saying so many mistakes after every like video I am doing. My friends who speak fluent English making fun of me, I'm just like, you don't need to say this. So, but it is very important to practice, and I absolutely love the
No,
fact that you're like putting yourself out there.
actually, my English grammar thing and all that thing, it's not that bad. It's like good. I was a bright student in English. I
Good.
usually scored than the whole of the class. So it's not problem with my English. It's problem with me communicating with people. So I chose that, and also I don't have any options as well. Like I don't want to go in a class to learn the same thing which I know, and after that interact with people. So I chose
Hmm.
that.
No, it's great. I absolutely love the fact that you
So
joined
it's
us to
not
learn.
like problem with English. And like the one good thing about English is you just have to make the other person understand yourself. That's the only
Exactly.
thing. Like English is quite a bit easy language to learn,
Hmm. Yeah,
other than the technical languages, the old languages. Like every language in India, consider every language in India, they are
hmm.
very technical languages. Hebrew, I think I don't know much about Hebrew, but I think it's a old language, and old languages are technical languages.
I don't know if it's the oldest, but yeah, it's one of the
Yeah, you
oldest
said that
religions.
it's
So
one of the toughest language to learn.
yeah, but it is kind of difficult to learn. I've been told. I don't know. I studied it ever since I was born, so it's different for me. But yeah, but I absolutely love when you guys are, I don't know, saying little things in Hebrew. It's just like always making me like happy.
It's more about curiosity and learning new things. Like if I get chance in my life, chance and time to learn Hebrew, I will definitely learn Hebrew, because I
Hmm.
think it has, like the culture has similarities. I think that the language must also have similarities and things. So it will be really nice and interesting to learn Hebrew.
Well, you're more than welcome to learn Hebrew. Maybe one day we have an entire conversation in Hebrew. I'd absolutely love
Yeah.
that. Hold on, let me block Wesley. Everyone say goodbye to your favorite crazy person. This is the first time I blocked someone from this channel. Ta-da! Everyone say congratulations. I'm sorry, he was just like all over. I hate when people are just
Congratulations.
like, thank you so much, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, first person who was black on the channel. You were the first person in the live stream. He's the first person who is living for good, because I know more people who are harassing other people in the comments.
Yeah,
Maybe he's the Messiah. What a if I'm
there's a
going to die, I'm
saying
just like
there is a saying in India, most of the people would know. It
mm.
says, "जब हाथी चले बाजार तब कुत्ते भौंके ऐसा." Like when the elephant is walking in the streets, the dogs will bark. But
Yeah, I
the
love it.
elephant's job is not to pay the attention to them.
Yeah, no, okay, so one of the dogs just barked and he disappeared because that was just like a little bit too much. Even though if he is the real Messiah and he was, and I just like did kicked out and blocked the real Messiah, I'm sorry, God, however, wherever you are. I know he said he's going to smite me, and I was just like, way too many people try to kill me. I'm just like, enough with this. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
so thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna
Uh,
try to let other people also talk a little bit about Hanukkah, because it's really important for me to you guys will learn a little bit about my culture.
one thing I want to, just one
Sure.
thing I remembered. I was remembering what I'm forgetting. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed one more thing about menorah. Like, yeah, I want to clarify it from you as well. Like, there are nine lamps in menorah, and the center one is lighted all the days, and uh,
Yeah.
additional additional lamps are lighted as the festival progresses. Like on the first day, there are one in the center and one in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that thing also. So I found it interesting, and I concluded it that it might be like that. And I saw it on the internet. It was saying good, but I want to clarify it from you. So
So we are lighting every night another candle, and when the
yeah,
night is like at the darkness, like the darkest, when it is time,
mm,
so we are lighting all of the candles. So like I showed this old, this it's a little like children menorah.
yeah.
um it's like different from the menorahs we usually see. So yeah, we are lighting the candles. This is the one that's supposed to be in the middle. um and yeah, we're just like
Also,
making.
next time you tell me how latkis are made, because I think it is called aloo tikki in India.
Okay, let's see. um Potatoes, flour, you like chop down the potato, you make it like I don't know, English. Okay, you chop down the potato. You put um flour. Some people
One
put
thing,
eggs. I don't. Water, and then spices. You just make we call it kubebos. You just like making a little like the shape and put it in hot oil. Oh, and you put also oil in the mix. I am terrible at
like
giving
to fry
recipes.
them.
Yeah, and then
So
we're frying
that's
them.
why I said next time, because I myself don't know how to make aloo tikki. I just
Mhm.
tested them and like this thing. And uh, like I suggested you movie earlier. So before going, I will suggest one more. Like it's a web series and movies as well. In English on YouTube and animated. Another animated like Little Krishna on big
Oh, I've
animation
seen Little
channel.
Krishna. I've seen him.
In
I didn't.
English.
Yeah, I didn't make a reaction video about it because I saw it and I don't like to make
No,
reaction videos.
the whole 13
Yeah,
episodes there
the
are.
Little Krishna I think is blue, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, I saw it.
yeah,
I
the
didn't
whole
made a.
thing,
I don't
the
know if
whole
I saw the
13
entire
episodes.
thing, but I saw several episode of this. I didn't want to make a
Well, you
reaction of
can,
something I already saw.
if you want to watch, you can watch it on the big animation channel. You can search
Mm-hmm.
Little Krishna in English. There are 13 episodes, less than half an hour long, and 12th and 13th episodes are the cutest episodes because it's about infant Krishna stories, and you can watch them randomly as well.
Oh, no, I'm gonna watch them according to the order because if I watch something randomly, I'm just like I'm all over the place. I need someone to like narrate down for me. But yeah, I will try to watch it again.
Yeah, so that's the all suggestions I knew in English, which are available in English. So yeah, good luck with that.
Thank you so much. Okay, Chag Sameach. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye bye. Okay, Chag Sameach, it just means happy holiday. I realized I didn't say Chag Chanukah, so maybe he did not like you guys did not understand. Wait a second, I just need to make sure I'm not dying after talking for so long. Also, everyone else, drink water. It is important. Yes. And let's see if you have any other questions. I see a lot of people talked um to the Messiah who was here. I'm sorry I kicked him out because this is not um not thing. Okay, let's see. Karan, are you aware I'm talking to you? Open the camera if you are. No, he disappeared. Okay, great. If you want to join this live stream, there is the link in the chat above. So feel free to come here. Okay, like I said, I don't know who was here. This is how a children Chanukia, children menorah looks like. As you can see, there it's kind of supposed to look like the temple. But um, so there are the priests, the people who are standing here, and like making the trumpets and making a lot of music. We call them Kohanim and Leviim. So if you meet a person that his family name is Cohen or Levi, know that he is one of those guys. He used to work at the temple. His tribe used to work in the temple. There are 12 tribes. Maybe one day I'll make like a long explaining about every one of them. Not today, because today I am don't want to do it. Okay. Any questions about Hanukkah? Um, let's see. Let's see. Please react. Bahubali fights in. Here's the thing. I saw Bahubali 1. I saw Bahubali 2. Fun fact, Bahubali was the first video I made a reaction about. So I don't want to make like a reaction video to something I already saw because I feel this is weird and stupid and like I already saw it. Like why would I make a reaction video that you guys are already like what am I going to do? Oh wow, he did this. I already know it's going to happen because I saw it already. Like I feel it's fake. It's not the point. Um, let's see if you have any other questions. If not, I'm gonna end this live stream. Um, uh, see. What is the significance of I didn't know how to say that word because I'm too tired. The seven candles of Hanukkah. So it is eight. Wait, I'm gonna put it back again. Eight candles. Okay, eight candles, and the shamash, the one who is making the best, like the one who is with him. We are lighting the candles. So um we believe that first of all, like I said in the beginning, 37 minutes of me blabbing about Hanukkah. It is important. The eight, first of all, that was the eight. The menorah, the temple had like a menorah with like something like this again with eight thingies. The lights after our temple got destroyed, we were trying to light up the candles and like light up the fire in the menorah, and one small jag survived for like we were able to light the menorah, the fire in the menorah for 8 days. So this is also something that is really important. Yeah, everything is the beginning. um let's see, how do you say God in Hebrew? We call it Elohim. Yeah, Elohim. Elohim. I hope it's easier than when I am trying to learn Hindi or Punjabi or any other language. um okay, no questions about reactions. Ask about Hanukkah or life in Israel or whatever. Um let's see. Um what is the diff? Okay, I'm sure it's like what is the difference between ancient and modern Hebrew? Okay, so first of all, there is not a lot of difference because our language was something we made sure will stay reserved and will stay a thing. Um, however, yeah, a lot of things have changed because we've been forced to leave the country to a lot of different places. So we picked up a lot of words from Arabic, from even though Hebrew and Arabic are pretty much the same. Um, a lot of languages, like a lot of things in from the Europe, from Asia, from a lot of places all over the world. But at the end of the day, it was really important for us, no matter where we are, to remember who we are and to preserve our culture, our religion, because and our language, because that was the most important thing. This is why the Hebrew preserved really, really good because it was really important to us. Our Torah, our holy book, was something that was taught in Hebrew. It's right now, if someone is teaching it in English, it's kind of like we're like looking down at it because like you need to, like when you guys are talking about the Vedas and telling me like learn the Vedas, and but I'm just like, but you need to learn Sanskrit in order to actually learn and understand the Vedas. Exactly the same thing with the Torah. Um, so there is not a lot of difference because it was really important to us to um, speak the language our ancestors our like people our ancestors has spoken. So like I'm always say, if there will be a time machine that will bring me 2000 years ago, I would be able to communicate with Hebrew, with my Hebrew, to the people of the 12 tribes of Israel. There will be some differences. They will look at me like what this crazy person is doing, but we will able be able to communicate. So this is one thing I absolutely love about my life and my culture and my everything. Um, okay. Elohim. Then who is Jehovah? Sorry for my ignorance, but I thought Jehovah is the God of. Okay, let me explain. Elohim, it's how we call it. God has the God of Israel has many names. We are using one of them. Every time we're saying the a blessing, we're saying Baruch Ata Adonai. We call him Adonai. We don't say Baruch Ata Elohim. But in other places, when we need to like say like we're praying, I can say it right now. I can say Adonai because I'm teaching, but like I'm teaching you. But when you just like say it, you need to say Baruch Ata Hashem, like bless you. The name Hashem is the name. Because you don't say the exact name. Now, Jehovah is one of the names of God. Here's the thing: we don't really know. You wrote it in Hebrew, with the the vowels, but we don't know that this is how we actually supposed to say it because like we said, we spoke about the Hebrew language. A lot of words has lost their a lot of words we don't know right now how to pronounce. This Jehovah is one of them. So Jehovah is one of the names of God, but we don't know how to pronounce it. It's not that like a major name, but there's a lot of different names, and right now we are always saying Elohim. Some people also say Elohim, like the name is evolving. And like it's not ignorance, it's just like it's just another name for our God. That's it. You don't and it's okay if you are ignorant about a culture that is not your culture. It's absolutely fine. Um let's say uh, uh, okay. You said that you guys pray to go to your holy land. My doubt is what you guys are praying in Israel. Okay, so here is the thing. We don't believe it's over. Like right now, right now we still have a lot of problems in Israel. When we're saying we want to go back to like we want things to be good, we're praying that our land will be something that like our land will be actually our land. I know that like forget about the Israeli Palestinian Palestinian conflict. There used to be a time when a lot of different countries bought places in Israel. I will make a video. It's stuck in editing. On a place called Sergei Yard, which is a place in Jerusalem that is under like that is belong to Russia, the country. It's not close to Russia, but Russia had a lot of money, so they bought it, and they will not let Israel buy it back. So there is a lot of places in Israel right now that belongs to a lot of different places and different countries. And like this is a major problem. So when we're praying that everything like our land will go back to be our land, it's without all this drama and governments trying to control this land and everything. Just like We're praying to be able to be who we are in our country. Now, remember when I'm always telling you, like, the temple, the temple, the temple. Look at those people praying and making music at the temple. We right now, the temple is where El Aqsa is, at the same place. Um, and we're not able to go and pray there. This is under the ruling of Jordan. So Israel is not that perfect place right now. And when we are praying to go back to our holy land, is first of all that all the people, all the 12 tribes of Israel will go back, and that we will be able to pray in the places that are holy to us. Because how crazy it is that I cannot go and pray. I do not have a temple. I have a synagogue, who is supposed to be a place that you're praying when the temple is not existent, and we want the temple to be exist. So it, like, I do understand that, like, it's confusing, but just like the fact that we have right now, the fact that I'm, thank God, am able to live in Israel, does not mean that I can actually, that the entire state of Israel, the entire land, let's talk about the land. I'm not like, the entire land is not like belong to the people of Israel. So this is another thing we're praying on. We're just praying to be able to live as Jewish people. um why not Israeli temple still built? Because wait, let me put back the camera, the question. Because we had two temples. They both got destroyed when people occupied us. And when every time we were talking and mentioning the temple in the media, not here because like I'm small, they couldn't care less about me. But every time someone in the government is saying something about the temple, there is terror attack. There is people are literally dying because the radical people in the Islam are saying, like, sending terrorists to just like make sure no one will talk about the Jewish temple, because they think it means that Al Aqsa should be destroyed, like that we need to destroy Al Aqsa for this, which is stupid because no one, like, this is not the point. The temple, the Jewish temple, it's called Beit Tfilah Lekol Ha'amim, house of prayer to all nationalities. And this is something people don't understand. It's not, I'm not, when I'm saying my temple, I just like mean, okay, my job is to make sure this temple is working. The water will be there, food will be there, it will be clean. That is my job. The main point of this, and this is something I know that the people, Hinduist and Judaism is not seeing eye to eye, is that we believe um, people should worship the God of Israel, um, and it's just like it's this house, this temple will be a place where all nationalities will go and pray the same thing. This will not mean that people need to be Jewish, because, like I said, we do not convert. This is not our thing. We're completely against it. But just people will go and pray. That's it. Um, let's see if you have any other questions. I love that question. When is Hanukkah? So Hanukkah started on Sunday, and yeah, Hanukkah started on Sunday. So right now, right now, this very second, it is Hanukkah. So Hanukkah Sameach, happy Hanukkah, everyone. Ayush, can you understand I'm talking to you? Ayush Kumar, wave to the camera if you know I'm talking to you. Great. I'm showing you. One, two, three. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Hey.
one second, please wait. Actually, I'm going to put my earphones.
Okay, he first. So when he's going, Ayush, when you're gonna come back, wave, and I will totally let you hear. Let's see if you have any other question. Um, uh, uh, I'm trying to see, like, I'm trying to read as fast as I can because I know my English is not that good. So I'm just like trying to read fast and then say, okay, no, so I'm sorry. It takes me a while. Um, the best part of Jewish holiday is often the food. Yes, exactly like I said. Um, to celebrate the miracle of oil, fried potato pancakes are eaten in Hanukkah. What are those pancakes called? Okay, so the Rin actually made like it was in the Rin poem. We were talking about it. It's called in English it's called latkes. In Hebrew it's called levivot. Levivot. Yeah, so that is the name. You can try to say it. It's levivot, and then say it fast. Um, and let's see. Uh, oh, I love these questions. What's your goal which you need to accomplish before this year and how are you making consistent steps achieving it? I'm assuming you're talking about like, no goals in life or like something for years. First of all, by the way, I do aware about the fact that according to Christianity, this is the last month of the year, but according to Judaism, we celebrated Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the year, like several months before. So this is not the end of the year for us. We do not celebrate the same calendar, but it's okay. Um, my goals, first of all, I really want this channel to continue growing and to actually be a community and to make sure people are actually not only talking to me but also communicating with each other. This is why I love when people are actually getting into conversations in the comments, and sometimes I just like I make like heart or like, and I do not like I do not participate in the conversation they are having because I really want them to be able to talk to them, and I always feel like if I will try to like say something they will like shift their focus on me, and I don't want that. I want you all to make friends in this channel, and to actually make a community, and stuff like goals, like random goals. I really want to exercise more because like I said, a lot of food with oil. Exercise more, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, right now I think my goal is just to exercise more. I'm sorry I'm not like giving you something like I don't know, finding the meaning of life or something. I don't know. I just like I thank God I live I have a day job. I have best amazing friends. I am totally blessed in this part. Yeah, so those are my goals. Are you sure you fine? Did you like everything is okay? You're still frozen. Okay. Let's try to see. Um, is there any female god in Israel? Here's the thing. We call our God a lot of time he, but God is not a he or a she. This is a concept that us as human being have, just like good or bad. We only have one God, first of all. Um and it is not like, okay, we call him like we refer to him as a man because, past times people always talk like the man was ruling the world and stuff like this. But we like our God is like it's not a man, it's not a male, it's not a female. It's like it's a different concept that we do not like understand fully. Like, yeah, I hope it's answered the questions. um Is Israel an old name or was it adopted in 1948? Absolutely not. I mean, what was known as before the current nation of Israel? Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, Israel is the other name of Jacob, the new name of Jacob, the one who made 12 tribes that created the people of Israel. So Israel right now, the one who is in 1948 is just like I'm always saying I'm calling it modern day Israel because Israel used to be Israel for a lot of times during the history. First of all, we had when the 12 of Israel, first of all, when Abraham came to this land, it was not called Israel because Jacob, Israel, was not born yet. But we were like, Abraham was here, and then Isaac, his son, was here, and then Jacob, Israel, was here. And after a lot of times, when Israel was a kingdom, I'm just like fast forward for several, like a gazillion years. Um, Israel was a kingdom, the kingdom of Israel. After that, it was like split to two, the kingdom of Israel, and in the middle, in Jerusalem, the kingdom of Judah and Benjamin. So it is it Israel called Israel for a long time, for a lot of different parts of the history. This is why I'm always saying that I live right now in modern day Israel. Even if I really hope not, but even if one day Israel will not be a country, and we again been forced to leave this country, something that already happened several times. When we are celebrating, when we are talking about Hanukkah, Hanukkah, after Hanukkah, the whole point, they're trying to create the state of Israel. Back in the day, back in I want to say 167 BC, yeah, 167 BC, they created the states of Israel, and after that, yes, Israel got destroyed again. So this is not the first time Israel as a state. The name Israel was a thing. Yes, so when you hear the word Israel, know that this is a um, very old thing. She thinks Americans are fools. I don't think that. I just say that like Americans. First of all, the one American who was here, I think he has Jerusalem syndrome. If I made a video about it, so you go Google the search. Um, I just think like Americans are, there are a lot of problems with American people. Most of them are awesome, but there are a lot of problems. I'm not like, yeah. Like I said, if you want to join this live stream, you need to have your camera on and like wave so we can understand it. Let's see if you have any question. Um, thank you so much, Ashish. Have a blissful Hanukkah. I absolutely love the fact that we are doing this thing. Um, okay, this is something a lot of people are talking about right now. Is Tel Aviv the most expensive place on the earth, and why? Okay, this is a thing that I was not like, we saw it and we were all like shocked. Um, I don't live in Tel Aviv, but yeah, Tel Aviv is expensive in such a ridiculous way. And you do not get, I mean, if you're a tourist, come to Tel Aviv, it's amazing. But when you live there, you do not get um the value of your money. I mean, you're paying money, you're like paying a lot to live in a very bad apartment with a very like, Tel Aviv is not, you don't want to live in Tel Aviv. Let me just say it like this. Tel Aviv is super expensive and there is absolutely nothing that justify this. So yeah, don't, it's like everyone are making fun of this. Every person who is living in Tel Aviv wrote something about like, oh, I read I live in the most expensive place, which makes sense. If I'm paying almost like 2 million, like I'm paying so much money just to live here and the rent is absolutely insane and the traffics, and you never get a parking space, and it's like Tel Aviv is absolutely amazing place to come if you're a tourist, terrible place to live in. um yeah. um let's see if you have any other questions, or if you want to join the live stream, the link is up. If not, I will just like end this. Let's see. um when will you come to India? I don't know. It depends on how much money I can like. It depends on how much money can I save. It depends on what's the pandemic situation going to be like. Yeah, so it's on my plans, but I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The skies right now. They're saying the skies also again closing for tourists, so people cannot enter Israel. So I absolutely enter or exit. So I don't not know. Okay. Why do you hate Muslims? I don't hate Muslims. If you're actually following this channel and listening to the live stream or seeing on my Instagram my stories that I am uploading again and again, you see that first of all I'm taking so many pictures with my Muslim friends. So please just like notice. I mean, I don't hate them. I hate radical people. I hate that people taking Islam and trying to kill people in the name of Islam. And every religion has problems. I don't hate the people. I'm always saying hashtag not all Muslims. But thank you for absolutely not listening to what I'm saying and just like throwing stuff at me. Let's see. Which sport is famous in Israel? So I know like you guys are big on cricket. We don't like that big of cricket. We are more of a football, um, soccer and basketball type of people. That is like the big the big deals here. Um, let's see. Thank you so much. I am so I absolutely love the fact that there are so many people here from so many different places. Um, let's see. Yes, Tel Aviv, the world expensive place, which for absolutely no good reason. I need you all to remember that. Don't come to Tel Aviv and expect everything to be like golden and stuff. No, you will see so much litter in the street and so much nothing. Tel Aviv, like it's come as a tourist. Do not come to live there. Um, let's see. Uh, how do you celebrate Hanukkah? You can see from my previous videos, from my stories on Instagram. I just show exactly how we are celebrating. Um, let's see what else. Okay, I think I will end on that note. So guys, it's just like 2 hours. That's enough. You need to like go to sleep. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for the people who donated and helped me get my goal to actually get a phone stabilizer so I can show you how amazing my country is. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you next time, next live stream. I will try to make a video. I think I will try to make a video as fast as I can and edit it about beautiful places in Israel. It will be all over the place most of the time, but here's the thing: what you need to know every uh Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm sorry, I do not understand like days in English. Every Thursday, I am trying to make a reaction video. Every Saturday, I am trying to make a live stream. So if someone asks, please tell them. So yeah, so we'll be able to so you'll know when to join. Usually the yeah, it's just like so you know when to join. That's it. Do vlogs, or like I said, the I am trying to raise money to get phone stabilizer because you don't. I made one vlog and people like the only thing people have said to me is that you moving the phone way too much, it's all shaking, everything is not good. So I'm just like I am trying to get the best equipment to make sure that you guys will have the best, you will see exactly what I am doing and what I'm all about. Yeah. So thank you so much and Chag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. I will see you next time. Bye guys.